This is a story about how Sachin learned his daddy was a person and not a man in a photo. Sachin spent most of the first flight staring at the sky with wonder. On the second flight, he spent less time looking at the sky and more time wondering about the interesting strangers on board. This was the first time for he and his mom to fly on an airplane. It was also the first time he would meet his daddy. Their only communication had been through airmail letters. He and his mom, Indira, had lived among his grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins up until now. He had only known his dad's face from a small wallet-sized portrait of his parents as newlyweds. They were leaving their home in India to start a new life in the U.S. Pratap was in graduate school in Houston, Texas. Indira learned she was pregnant with Sachin before he left India. When they walked off the plane, Indira introduced son to father and father to son. Sachin looked at Pratap with suspicion and pointed to his own photo. "Daddy!" Pratap was a stranger. Daddy was the photo. This went on for days. Their new home was an apartment with a big courtyard and a swimming pool. Soon, they were invited to a party at the apartment complex. Indira looked so beautiful in her sari. While making Sachin a plate of food, she noticed he was gone. Her eyes wandered the courtyard and stopped at the swimming pool. Sachin had quietly fallen in. She ran over with Pratap behind her, their hearts heavy and minds racing. They should never have come here. Why didn't they stay in India? They went through all of this for what? To have their son drown at the tender age of 2? They were looking forward to celebrating Sachin's 3rd birthday, and now they would be planning a funeral. Indira jumped right in her beautiful sari. Pratap, too, in his nice clothes and dress shoes. None of it mattered. They lifted him up, praying he was okay. Sachin coughed and then cried. "Mommy," he sobbed. Then he reached for Pratap. "Daddy." And this is how Sachin knew his daddy was right there and not a photo. This story has a happy ending. The 3 of them had a grand celebration for Sachin's birthday. He even got a matching suit so he could be just like his dad. It was more than a birthday. It was a celebration of their happy little family.